You again.
Me again.
There's no peace here. Now that this. So, we're. Hi, Luke.
Hello.
It's Saturday. I'm licking my wounds from a big job, and I got this guy on me. Come on, what's next? We got people to get content to.
That's right.
So, I'm just kind of in awe at this is our new deputy handle, Luke, and there's 6 different axes. I just keep hanging them on this deputy. It's a 29-inch handle, which is actually a really sweet spot. It hangs at 28 to 28 to 29, depending on how wide the axe is, right? This is a 29-inch axe. Actually, 29 and a half to the top of the wood. This is an all-around, this is a chopper, but it's a work axe. I've made it a work axe because I contoured the sides a little and made it a little more convex. This thing's nuts, Luke. Can you see the prof on that?
Yeah.
I mean, it really is nice.
And they split really nice.
They do it. They don't
really
get
nice.
stuck that bad.
No.
Because they're convex, and I made that a little more. Anyways, I'm just kind of reveling at this handle, Luke, and I like to bring things to the channel, to the community that makes people's lives better. And this handle will make your life better if you're an axe person. It's made with a big palm swell, so you can actually, you know, some guys get hot spots in these areas. You just round them out, knock that down, make it, contour it to your own mittens, right? So that's the beauty of it, because if you don't have it, it's not there, you can't add it. Well, I guess you can, but that would be kind of weird. So I sell my handles with a nice palm swell on them, and you can do, but Luke, you want to see something nuts? Come in and look at the profs. The one on the left is obviously a chopping axe. Yes, on your right.
Yeah.
Okay? The one on your left is a splitting tool.
Yeah.
2 completely different tools on the same handle. I'm just having so much fun with this deputy handle. But you turned on this camera for a different reason today, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
But come on.
Yeah.
Come on the deputy.
No, they're awesome.
Head over to buckandbillyray.com. Get yourself a freaking deputy. I'm learning how to talk about my things a little more. I used to never talk about them. And I used to just, this is what I use. And people would ask, do you sell them? I'd say yes. Instead of me saying, hey, these are available. They are very, very nice, friends. This is a custom-built axe handle. Custom-built from a freaking board on all aspects of a handle I like. You want to know what this is in a nutshell? I'll tell you what it is in a nutshell. Right inside the nutshell, this is a combination between a logger sports axe, timber sports, palm swell, like a tiein, crossed with a vintage axe handle.
And what makes a vintage? What makes it vintagey? Yes.
Thin. That's a good question. What makes a vintage handle? A couple different things, actually, if you want to know. This axe is like a blade. It's not just, it's oblong, which is strong. It's oblong, but it's actually like a knife. It's thinner here than it is here. It's round and then comes down. So I'm just telling you, this is a custom axe handle, and I'm super freaking proud about it. And I knew and was hoping that he could the guy turning the axe handle, turning the wood, could get what I wanted. And oh my gosh, he nailed it. He did. Now, I get these questions. Buck, and you should do a rope tying thing. You should show us your gear. What gear to use? I'm starting tree climbing. What do you suggest? Well, listen, you folks know I'm no arborist dude. Well, I mean, I do arboristical things, but I'm old school. In the day when I learned to climb trees, if you had 3 points of contact, you were golden. That's what it was, friends. 2 feet in one hand. You could be hanging there with 2 feet in one hand. 3 points of contact. Now it's 8. You need to be double tied in, triple freaking this and that. I get it. The industry has evolved, just like everything's evolving. But I'm trying to bust off a few of my old school habits that I've had for years. I'm trying to break those down now, because I've been feeling quite strong. But people ask me, you know, what's a beginner's climbing kit? All I can do is show you what I do, but I will warn you right now, I am old school to the core. I don't use mechanisms. I don't climb with mechanisms that you can buy spare parts for. Let me just put it that way. I'm not into that game. I use pressix and I use rope on rope. I'll show you what I use. You want to know? This is it. Now, I climbed for 20 years. I climbed. Old school climbs, I still use these. I don't think I'll ever change. These are a bark spur. Just a Klein or a Buckingham. You'll be good either way. If you want to wear the geckos and the high flute and aluminum, whatever. You do what you do, but get yourself a set of picks. Okay? You want to learn to spurless climb? I'm not your guy. I'm a uke man. Set of spurs. Now comes the magic. This has made my life so fun. There it comes. Right there. There's my lanyard for my power saw. Friends, this is the Weaver 1085, okay? I'll even show you the freaking, I think it's got its style number on it. Yes, it does. I love Weaver. I love the company. What does that say on there? Date, December 29th, 16. It's now 25. What?
Wow.
That's when this belt was made.
Yeah. Quality.
So, the Weaver 1085. It's like a freaking couch. It's got everything you need. Now, I'm kind of sucking wind a bit today. I may have cracked a rib. I'm not sure.
So this is your original setup.
This is my original setup right here, friends. I remember the day I bought this at a store called the Pacific Arborist in Vancouver, British Columbia. There it is right there. There's the belt I climbed on. Check it out. 20 years. What does it say on there for a date?
It says 1103?
Oh, 2003.
2003.
2003? Really?
Yeah.
Actually, that makes sense. I sobered up in 1997. And I climbed for my first trees with hand-me-down pole climbing gear, which was about 10 times worse than this. So this was a ball cruncher. It's got a saddle on it, but I'll tell you something. When you got a quick climb to do, and you need to scurry up a tree just to hang a rope or do something, telling you, I still use her. That's it. You can rappel, but it's not pretty because that sits in there like that. And that pulls your legs together. And oh boy, it's no fun hanging on that. But that's my climbing gear right there. And you can get away with this on your property if you bought a piece of property somewhere and you're living the dream in the Americas or Canada or UK or anywhere. You got a piece of property and you want to climb up a tree or two and clean your property up with a set of hooks, or you want to learn spurless, learn spurless. Get a good belt. There's something you can rappel off. It's nice. This was my first belt, new belt that I ever bought. I think it was $300 or something. I love this thing. I keep it in the truck. Now, get yourself one of these. I don't know what it's called. I don't care where you buy one. This is a Silky, very well known. You can use this for more than cutting freaking trees. You run out of gas, you can finish your undercuts, you can reach and grab ropes. These are handy dandy, and if you're a real slick arborist, you can tape it to your leg, or they got these little things you can flick them on your legs now and stuff like that, and you can look pretty cool. Not my gig, but I hang mine off my belt and it just sits there. As a matter of fact, it's probably sitting there. Do you want to check out the coolest knife in town? Sticking with the old school theme, buck and spash.
Buck and spash.
Oh yeah, I don't play around. Listen, live your dream, live your heart, live your spirit. Don't be crossing fibers. Don't be crossing fibers. If you're wearing old school and you're old school in the heart, it's difficult. It's difficult for me to work in these newfangled things. I'm trying to break some of my bad habits. My boy gave me a call the other day. He said, Dad, knock that one strap stuff off. I don't like to see it. And I thanked him for it because he's right. I'm not trying to do it for any other friends. I climbed on one strap for 20 years. I had people telling me on the internet, hey, what are you doing? You're not tied in. I mean, what are you talking about? I'm tied into the tree. There's no place to tie in. I'm tied in. I didn't know what they meant. They meant 2 tie-ins. So, get yourself a good climbing belt. I personally, I don't know how much that belt is. I think it's around $400 or $500. It could be a touch more. We'll find out for you and leave it in the descriptile one. This is a layman's belt. It's got everything you need. I never climbed with suspenders until a few years ago, until I bought this, and oh my gosh, I was just old school. This is beautiful. I adapted this little. I used to let my saw hang down off my strap, down there dangling at my feet. Well, I got one of these now. Get somewhere to hang your saw. Shaklank. Again, Weaver, 1085. It's a couch. It's a freaking couch. I love it. Is there more high-fangled $100,000 belts out there? Of course there is. I'm a Weaver man. That's how it is. And I like the company. Now, the double tie-in scenario. I got this little rigging. I'm gonna tell you something right now. You asked. I'm a rope on rope guy. I don't use mechanisms. I don't use rope grabs. I've tried them. I know they work. The zigzags and all these things, they work great. And if you're going to be a professional climber that's working in the trees 5 days a week, 6-7 days a week, then look into that. But if you're learning to climb trees to fix your property up or start a small business and learn the basics, learn to climb up a tree and learn to climb down. You know how many people I've had in these fir trees right here in my yard, training people to climb? In picks, gaffs, hooks, whatever you want to call them. Many. And there they sit, vibrant and beautiful. This is a little 20-foot rope that I have that I've been trying and I like. Friends, I've been tying in for years, like rappelling, since I started climbing trees, but I just haven't used a double tie-in system. I would tie in if I had a hazard tree to get to, or I was rigging a crown tree out, right? But as far as just climbing a straight up and down tree, I have this little setup now, and I've been using it, and I'll probably advance in that area too, if I keep climbing and feeling like I'm feeling, Lukey, after this cracked rib heals up. So get yourself a double tie-in system. I don't have really any suggestions for you because I'm experiencing that myself now. So maybe you got something for me. A lifeline. I'm a Samson guy. I like Samson ropes. Half-inch or 9/16. I forget. You guys talk about mils. It was always, for us, it was half-inch, 9/16. For a lifeline. A lifeline. You never rig trees with it. And I've been good on this one. Friends, I have ropes that I have used to rig tops, rig limbs, rappel on. You know what I mean? Like if I'm going up a tree and I already got my plan, I already know what I'm going to do, I will take a rope that I need for that tree. If I'm going to be rappelling around and playing around and doing this and that, I'll take my lifeline. But if I'm going to hang a rope and rappel out and pull the tree over, I'll use something like this. You know, something different. Something that's kind of a mix of an in-between rigging and lifeline that you could hang on that for another 10 years. Rigging rope. Here's a couple more ropes right here. These are a couple combination ropes. These are great ropes, actually. Great ropes. Great ropes they are, and great ropes. They're ropes, and they're great ropes they are. Great rope. Good guy. Great guy. I suggest to you for a rigging rope, 3/4 inch bull rope. I think this is 1 inch. Here's your lifeline. There's the difference. These are nice bull ropes. This is for slamming wood. 3/4 or 1 inch bull rope. We call them bull ropes. But I will say this, and actually I know where it's at. It's hanging in a tree at Vartan's. It's 5/8. 5/8 bull rope is a wonderful size of rope. 200 foot, 150. You know, gets you everything you need. We got tall trees here, so yeah, 150 to 200 foot is usually what we use. But yeah, if you've got any questions about the old school stuff, so what I climb on, this is very interesting. This is what I climb on. You've probably been waiting for this. Here's my climbing system right here, and it's been the same for my whole career. It's rope on rope, okay? This is a pressic. It's a wire core pressic. See it?
Yep.
This is a wire core pressic. So this attaches to your belt, okay? Shaklank. And this is your rope. It's a 2-in-1 system. So it's actually 2 scare straps. Okay, so I'm at my property. And I'm going up a tree. I got my picks on. I'm going to climb a tree. Right? So what do? I sure don't go buy no mechanism that's got parts in it that you can get parts for.
Replaceable parts.
Yeah, I don't do it. And I'm not going to do it. I do rope on rope. So get over it. I get asked and nailed on the comments. Okay, so here's the steel core pressing right there. Okay, so you want this working with you. So let's get it like this. This is a swivel, so it don't much matter. I clip in like that so that I can grab this and go. Some guys clip like this so they can use their thumb. And these are safety clips. They don't go in unless you have this. It's a double system. You pull that and go like that so that a branch just can't come along and hit that. You got to have this pushed. Okay, so that goes there. Now here I go. Check it out. This is my pressing. I go around the tree. I click in. This is me. Here I go. Friends, this is not brain science, and don't let no freaking arborist, climber, tree guy tell you that the hard work happens on the ground. Okay? This is all technique, and once you get your technique down, you just have to be strong, a little bit weird, and you can be a tree climber. It's not brain science. So here's the benefits to this. There's no parts. It is what it is. It's rope on rope. I want to go closer. I slide in. Did you see what I just did?
Yep.
I slide in, but there's a technique to it. Now, if I want to slide out, I just pull on the pressic.
I've actually been curious about how that works.
Okay.
How you can slide it up and it locks itself. And
That's right. It's pressic. It's just how knots work. It's how ropes work. It's a pressic. Steel core. Now, here's the part that these mechanisms have on this. You can grab those mechanisms and you can go like this and just one hand. You can one hand them. So they're faster, but friends, I gotta be honest. When you get your system down, like it's almost like it. So this is why this is 2-in-1. This is why this is 2-in-1. Now I'm double tied in. I'm double tied in. And I take my strap off and I'm still tied in on my pressic knot. Mm-hmm. It's a 2-in-1 system. I've climbed on this system my entire career. I don't know what to say. Right? So you can also pack 2 straps with you. You can pack 2 straps. And then when I'm not using this one, if I'm just using one, I just put this in a, oh, I don't have it with me because I don't have that thing. I'll have a carabiner and I'll just drop it. I'll drop it through, right? So it's not under your feet. This goes like this. Like that. And now it's not dangling down in your feet like this when you're climbing. It goes back and it hangs out there. Just put it on a carabiner and it flies through there. So now you're going, and then if you need it, you just, out she comes, flickety-flock like I just showed you, up she goes. Now you're double tied in again, and you're going like this, and you're going out here, or you're going over here, you're doing whatever. So I climb on a 2-in-1 system. I don't know where I know Walker Saw Shop sells them. So my buddies at Walker Saw Shop, Johnny and Donnie and the boys, you can buy, I believe, this pressic, and all it is, it's this, and this, and that, and you wrap it around the rope. So that is my climbing system, and it's a pressic. That's it. And then when you're done with it, you give it the old Watusi. This is a 12-footer. Right, you coil her up through here like this, throw through there again, and you keep everything tidy, maybe one more time, and you should clank it over here like that, and there's your little setup, and everything's tidy, and that's that. So that's my gear. It's very old school, and as you folks have been watching or seeing through the years, I just do tree work old school. I'm sure if I wanted to, if I was going to be doing more climbing, I might adapt to another thing. But if you look around us, friends, we climb a lot of tall, straight up trees. I just came out of a huge pruning job, but we used a piece of machinery on it. So, you know, we don't have a lot of, we do have crown trees, big maples and arbutuses. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't know how to prune trees around here. They know how to remove them. It's true. It's true, friends. Real tree guys, tree people, they know how to prune trees as well. But most guys, it's probably evolved a bit since I was in my heyday, but I remember doing tree work in Nanaimo and being appalled at what I saw from the big companies. Appalled. I even think I brought it to my channel. You've probably seen me mad a few times on my channel, bringing you videos of trees showing you that got completely butchered up by a $15 an hour guy working in a bucket truck who just got hired at the big company. And he's whacking and slashing, and who suffers? Who suffers? The homeowner and the tree. That's who suffers. So I learned about trees. Even though I'm a faller and a logger, I actually know tree biology. And I mean, if you look around here, Luke, I love my little trees. This is a tree that I've had in my yard and looked after for years. Trees like this, I actually know what to do with. I know what to do. I know what this does. If you can come in here, Luke, and look here, see the wound?
Yeah.
Can you see that?
I can.
It's healing over. And you know, this is a different species, right? But I know what trees do when you chop them, and not a lot of guys do. What's going to happen? For every action, there's a reaction. So I believe in small wounds, starting early in the tree's life. Small wounds, get your scaffolding. So what'll happen on a tree like this, there's one right there, the perfect example. When you get a thick crown above, see the dieback in there, Luke? This one here? Look at this. That's ready to break. Okay, here it is here. Some of this will break off, I'll snip. Here it is here. It's dead because it died because the sun couldn't get in. And that's okay because this tree has beautiful scaffolding lower limbs. Nice, strong, sturdy scaffolding. If you look from here, Luke, you take a look at this from here. I have nurtured this tree to stay as a focal point. And I left it this year completely. I haven't touched it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this tree. I've nurtured this from a little pot. And the original wounds in this tree, it's crazy. If you look in there, you see that wound in there?
Oh yeah.
You see that guy? That is one of the original wounds that I did when it was a young tree, and it's healing, but it is taking its time. This side of the tree heals much quicker. Trees are very interesting. So anyway, I wanted to, I do get asked a lot about these things, friends, on gear. What do I use? Well, what are you going to be doing? What's your plan? Are you going to be climbing around your property? Are you going to go into business? Get a good saddle, a climbing saddle. I harp off about this Weaver belt because it's actually changed my game completely. And it changed when Hogan started climbing, because he started to learn about all the newfangled stuff. My boy's a climber out in the bush. He goes to camp, and he's an awesome, strong climber for integrated ops. And so when he started climbing, he gave me trouble the other day. I already mentioned that, now I'm repeating myself, but he called me and said, Dad, don't do that. Don't untie. Friends, I know it's not smart, and I've been doing it for so long, and I'm slowly breaking these habits. I am. I've made it for almost 30 years in the game by doing that very same thing that was on a video the other day. I don't do it to stick it in anybody's face. It happens to me when I'm in the tree. I could justify why I did it, but I'm not that guy. It's a bad habit, and I'll get a hang on it. I will. It will change, because I really enjoy climbing trees. And I do consider myself lucky actually making it along this time. So my habits are changing. My boy helps me with that. So Sonny, if you're watching, thanks for keeping me accountable. Anyways, if there's any questions on gear, I'm not your aficionado on all the bells and whistles, friends. I'm a rope on rope guy. I'm old school. Climbing trees and this industry, mind you, the logging end of it too, has given me everything and still gives. And I give back to the industry on the steady. So it's more of a spiritual thing for me now that I've made it through this far, and I'm still feeding my family doing it. So, but it's on the internet now, which is mind-blowing in itself. And that's because you watch the videos. You clicking on these videos and supporting this channel and shopping at buckandbillyray.com or buying an axe allows me to continue, because every job you've seen in the past 4 to 5 years, guess what? We've not written invoices for. We tell the customer it's a gift, you're the recipient, and if you want to donate to the homeless, we have a couple places we can. We request to them, or if they don't, they don't. It's only a suggestion. Most do. Most donate to the homeless or whatever in the community. So I'm very proud of that, and I don't have too much more to say on the gear because you see it. It's all there. If you have questions, hit me down below. But bottom line, work hard, be honest, and be kind. And if this industry speaks to you in any way, and you're a strong, able human being, you can be your own man and be free in this planet and walk around. But remember, you're in the service industry. You're not some god. You're not some god. You're in the service industry. You're doing something to serve someone. Service is what kept me rolling in my business. Was I could give better service, I think, was part of it. So anyways, Lukey, thanks for filming.
Of course.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
He came over here and got me going again. You know, here's another example of little, just proper pruning is huge for trees, friends. Help them close their wounds quickly. See this one? Compartmentalized and gone. See that? It's gone. If you leave stubs out, you're gonna get, you have avenues for decay, and the tree just wants to, look at this one. Here's the perfect example. Look at that.
Yeah.
That has been pruned properly, right tight to a lot of energy coming in, feeding this, and in the process, it's coming over and it's gonna gobble that up and it's gonna be gone. And so there really is, make your name out there doing the right thing. doing the right thing. Money, I think, should come as a byproduct of doing something you love. And that's another aspect. But I love my trees, and I'm so glad that I'm still strong enough to do this thing we call tree climbing, I guess. Arboristical, logging, kind of a hybrid on the whole game. Now I'm flapping.
Pruning.
Yeah, pruning. Pruning is a, listen, man, I'm not kidding you about this, Luke. Not a lot of fellers know how to prune a big tree. I'm talking a big crown tree. They don't. They go in and they were told a third. A third is good enough. So what that means is I could come in here and I could just snip this right here, because this is a third the size of that. Actually, this is half, even more. So whack that or whack that. Well, do you know what's going to happen at that wound?
I don't.
You're going to get, depending on species and its capacities to heal, I see it a lot. I see guys just drop crotching left and right down to, I don't know. I prune smaller. Smaller wounds are better in my opinion. You know, this isn't a pruning video, but you know, like look here, Luke. Here's another one here. See that?
Yep.
She's healing up and going away. That was last year's wound.
Wow.
Maybe 2 years. Maybe. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But big wounds are like, this would be a harsh wound. Cutting one of these off or one of these. Look at, there's one right there.
Yeah.
Look at that wound. And look at that little sucker coming right off of that wound. Can you see that, Luke?
I can, yeah.
So that was a bigger cut because it was coming out onto the driveway here.
Oh, okay.
So the only prunings that happen on this tree now is me just keeping it off the driveway. And I shape this tree back off. So I'm taking small wounds and contouring this back.
I had one more question. Would people be curious on like you know, if you're getting into the industry, like a saw to choose from?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I get that a lot.
Right?
What's this, Luke? Look at that. Look at that. That was a truck that bumped that or something someday.
Oh,
see that?
Yeah.
That wound right there looks
Yeah.
like yeah. Interesting, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Trees are amazing. I want to show you. I'll get back to the question on the saw in a second. I want to
Okay.
show you something. Look at this. Years ago when I was running my firewood business, I had a big load of logs come up here. Okay? This is a walnut tree. Okay? You see this right here?
Yep.
I thought we were going to lose this tree. Do you know what happened? A mud flap. A big truck caught it with its whatever it was, its fender, and gaping tore like this. See that?
Oh, wow.
Guess what's going to happen to that? It's going to do the exact same thing the other side is. It's going to heal up. I'll talk to you guys in 5 years. This will almost be gone. Trees are freaking amazing. So our little hooks going into the trees, friends, this is all sapsuckers. Look at that wound.
Yeah.
Look at that massive wound.
Yeah, and all that newer growth going above it, eh?
Yeah. So every tree has a habit.
Interesting.
Here again, look at this. This was too low. It was in my way. Look at, it's going to close up and go away.
Yeah.
You know? So this walnut tree, walnuts are very different. They're super different. But if you can, friends, keep your wounds small. Ask yourself why you're pruning. Power saw. Now I'm going to tell you this. The Echo 2511T for a tree saw has been my friend in the past few years. Only ported though, or a muffler mod. I can't run them stock. They're very not strong. Unless you get them ported. I've done something to my rib.
You push that little saw pretty hard.
I do. Yeah, you see it in my videos. I push it real hard.
Yeah.
And it does the work. But, you know, when you start getting into chunk outs, you know, the 201 is a great saw. The stills have always been a strong chopping saw, we call them, or one-hander or whatever, right? Tree saw. I'm a Husky guy, but I use whatever company's got the best saw for the best job. And still has been very good and strong in the topping saws. Tree saws.
I know Hogan likes his still.
Hogan freaking loves the 200T.
Yeah.
Those guys are in it. They're in it. And they're ripping limbs and cracking tops and chunks. And so they need power. But the 2511T, I freaking love it. It's light for my busted up old carcass. I just love using it. And my 201 is nice too. Get the saw for the job. Get yourself a good harness. Go see Weaver, get the 1085. Tell him Buck and Billy Ray sent you. It's a great thing. I'm 160 pounds, and that's a large. I could probably wear a medium because I was bigger when I bought this belt, but it works just dandy for me in the large size. 5'10", 160 pounds. Get yourself a couple of climbing ropes. One stays for a lifeline, and another one will be your rigging rope. So if I was to say to you a good climbing setup, get a harness, a set of spurs, a climbing system that works for you. You want to get mechanisms, get them. I love my 2-in-1 system. And a couple 3 ropes. 5/8, ½ inch. I don't know the Mills conversion. You need a bull rope. You need another rope that you can kind of lower limbs on and play around, and a rope to smack wood down and hammer wood. Any other questions, Luke?
Do you want to show your fallen belt at all, or no?
Oh, that's a good call. This has been a game changer for me. I don't do a lot of production fallen anymore, but I'm proud of this one thing. This is, again, Weaver. This is the Weaver Legacy belt. You see, I've got it untied at the back here now. These just go back here. Like this. And like that. This is the Weaver. I'll probably straighten that out somehow. Yeah, I twisted it. You get the point.
No worries, yeah.
Yeah. This is it. And I love it. I absolutely love this thing. This pouch is made by a local guy here. I'm thinking about making a pouch like this. You know, Buck and Billy Ray rendition of a fallen pouch.
Yeah.
But your pouch should be able to pack 4 wedges, your tools, your flat file, your freaking bar wrench, and a file, right? I do a lot of hand filing and grinding chain for falling, but that's that. Get your tape on there for bucking and measuring your logs out. Now this scabbard here, I got to talk about this. This was something that Weaver reached out to me years ago. And if you've got one of these, give me a heck yeah in the freaking comment section, because this I'm very proud of. I worked with Weaver on this, and I freaking love this thing. I love it. I rocked the Grizzly there. I used to throw my freaking my axe from tree to tree. I had it hanging in my belt. I just went through the systems and I fell on this because of the internet. I love this. The axe sticks up and away you go. So that's that. That's my I never used to wear this neither. But as I get older, I really like this system. I really like it. But I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that thing's pretty slick.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
Right on.
And get a good axe.
Yep.
You need an axe, friends. Okay, now I'll tell you what I would use if I were you. And this will be coming out soon.
I know.
Everybody and their dog needs this right here. That little thing. See that?
Yeah.
The bucking banger. I mean, what? Get the gullet genuine bucking. Get yourself an axe so you can bang wedges.
Something with a pull.
Something with a pole on it. You know, these Tassies are great, but they're not the greatest wedge bangers. You need a pole. And you need a sharp axe, but a faller's axe doesn't need to be that sharp because you can cut yourself out in the bush. A lot of fallers don't actually pack a sharp axe. I'll show you my original faller's axe, the OG axe is right here. This is where this whole thing began. Look at that sucker. She's got some time on her.
Yep.
And that but look, you can, right? You know, it's...
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to have a sharp axe. You'll gash yourself. But you do want to be able to chop yourself out of something. So, a nice pole for banging wedges. Probably about a 3-pound axe. But I like a 4-pounder. 4 and a bit for my wedge banger. All-purpose wedge banger. 4 and a quatrain. Which is a quarter. And while you're in there, buckandbillyray.com, looking at your axes. Oh my gosh. What This is on the website right now. This is the buggy. This is bug hole. Oh yeah. This is a Tassie. This is a bug hole. Heartwood. I have kicked the snot out of this axe. It's on a freaking video going after that maple, Luke.
Yep.
This is quite a nice axe. Wow. Let's try it. There it is.
Yep.
At Ironsides.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful axe. Ooh. We like axes. Stay tuned for the home handle. What's that? Oh, that's actually going on the website as well.
Oh my.
Oh, well, yeah, it's a whiskey riv. It doesn't have a palm swell, but it's a very nice, I think, a New England pattern or something he called it. What did he call it?
Yeah, NEC. Yeah.
NEC. And it's lovely.
Yeah.
This is a 4-pound tool.
5-pound tool.
It's 5 pound altogether, so you'll have a pound in the handle.
Yeah.
It's about a 4.25 pound axe. Glorious work axe. Do pretty much everything you need to do. Chop. But again, it's got no pole. It's a Tasmanian pattern axe. There's no pole there. So
not a wedge banger.
Not a wedge banger, no, but just a wonderful wood splitting, chopping around the bushes, like bucking, limbing, 22.5 degrees. Just a good work axe, 28-inch handle. Anyway, Lukey, I got to show people this before I leave. I've got to talk about this. Okay.
Okay.
This is my new favorite splitting axe. Besides the wood bullet. The wood, you can't, well, it's the same pattern. It's the same profile.
Yeah.
The wood bullet.
Yeah.
This is basically the wood bullet profile. But, oh my gosh. A heartwood handle. There is a video of me tearing some wood apart with this thing. It's a 4.5 pound axe. So it'll measure in at 5.5 pounds, which is right there.
Yep.
1 pound on the handle. Look at that axe, Luke. Is that not sexy?
Yes, it is.
That is just...
Yep.
So we're always doing something, friends. Here's another one on the same handle. Coming together, a Taz, right there. This is coming together soon. It'll be on the website. Always poke by the website if you're looking for a nice axe. They're not cheap. I'll tell you right now, they're not cheap. But they're lovely. So that is one of my... That's my newest swinging axe. I love this thing. That was a long video, Luke.
Yeah.
Work hard. Be honest. And be kind to one another, friends. And thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you on the next video.